So we have sulfur, and sulfur has 6 valence electrons. All right, so we're going to put those around. Okay. Now that we have that,
Caleb Brown to the back, please. Caleb Brown.
if we want to do sulfur ion or sulfide, right, it's got the original 6, but it's also gained 2 electrons. So we would have 8 dots around it instead of the original 6. So this ion actually has an octet. The X's are just so you can tell that those are the gained ones. Alright, so for this next part, they give you some atoms and you have to decide what kind of bond they would form. Sorry, my focus keeps cutting in and out. Alright, so we have lithium and oxygen. Since that's a metal and a non-metal, they're going to form an ionic bond. Alright, the next example, you have nitrogen and hydrogen. Now I know hydrogen is normally on the left side, but it is a non-metal. And so since we have 2 nonmetals, these are going to form a covalent bond. Alright, so for this next part, they give us 2 elements, and you have to draw the dot diagrams and use arrows to show where the valence electrons are going to end up. So in this case, we have potassium, which is in group 1, so it has 1 valence electron. Oxygen is in group 16, it has 6 valence electrons. So potassium is going to lose its 1 electron, and that electron is going to be gained by oxygen. Okay? But now you'll notice that while potassium now has an octet, oxygen still does not have an octet. So we're going to find another potassium atom, and it too will lose an electron, which the oxygen atom will gain. So now both potassiums have an octet by dropping down an energy level, and oxygen has gained a total of 2 electrons, which gives it an octet. So everybody is happy here. Alright, so what this means is we have 2 atoms of potassium. We have 1 atom of oxygen. The plus sign means that they are going to react with each other in a chemical reaction. The arrow means to produce or to the yield. So it's basically what is produced by the reaction. And in this case, the product of these reactants would be K2O, which means you have 2 atoms of potassium ion and 1 atom of oxygen atom. So this formula would be named potassium oxide. And this would be the formula unit. It is the lowest whole number of ingredients.